So, today I will be reviewing episode 56 and 57 of Dragon Ball Super. Now, the reason I've been doing a review for quite a while has been, it hasn't been that much happening. It's been quiet in Super, taking a step back. But now, Vegeta, Kakarot, and of course Trunks have returned to the future in order to face Black. So yes, now is where it heats up. So for starters, they get back and Trunks, he noticed Mars being on the ground. He's bewildered because he left Mars' supposed dead body there. So it's like, what happened to her body or something? And I mean, at the same time, the Resistance, they catch wind of intrusion and they see Kakarot. And of course, they mistake him for that Black, bastard. And they fire him. Trunks notices this and he jumps up and slashes the blast. So he cancels him out and he clears the misunderstanding and he says, oh, this isn't Black, someone else, despite the fact that he looks like him. Excuse me for a second. Okay. And Vegeta just smirking, such impressed with his son. Especially in the Resistance, they come up to him and they just admire him. You know, he's their hero. You know, their hero has returned to save them and whatnot. And even one asked for an autograph. So yes. But then Trunks inquires about mine, and it's like Resistance like, yeah, she's alive. You know, we know she's with us. And Trunks is like, you know, take me to her. And all three of them, including the Resistance, they go. And there she is. Mai is helping to treat wounded as such. The people that have been left, remaining alive. Not very much of the population. Most of it has been wiped out. This, suffice to say, this is a lot worse than the androids, what 17 and 18 did. And of course, Imperfect Cell. A handful, apparently, is all that's left of future Earth's population. So Trunks sees Mai and he runs to her and he's like, you know, thank goodness you're alive and such. And he's holding her hand and causes her to blush and such. And and it's interesting because Vegeta's just got a smirk on his face as he sees people admire Trunks. Kakarot turns to him and is like, bloody big grin, you know, and just turns around and, you know, give an annoying troll face. And yeah, then people are starving and all that, and boy, oh boy, guess who's still alive? I thought he was dead, but clearly not. Killed by the androids. Well, Yajirobe is in fact alive. My goodness gracious me. Apparently, Korin, he saved his life at some point. He gave him the last sense of being and sacrificed his life so Yajirobe could live, or something along those lines. Anyway, so Vegeta's like, okay, make some room, you know. And he tosses out the capsule. Whoa, sparkling food comes out, you know. So Vegeta's playing charity and such, and it's like, oh, Bulma, she packed everything, like, don't get it wrong. Bulma, she packed all his food up and such, you know. Anticipating of like what they would find, of course, people starving and desperate and all that. And yeah, so Kakarot's there and the kids, the two kids, and he's like, yo! But because it looks like Black, they get scared and bloody the little one hides behind her brother, and Trunks goes up and he's like serious face, and then he's like, yeah, makes faces and all that, and to the kids' amusement, everyone's amused as such. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Next, they head out. Time has come to confront Black. Once again. What Kakarot happens round 2 or whatnot, So, and Mai, she's a brave girl. She follows like a bit distance behind just to check of like what's going on and such. And right before they take off, it's funny. It's like Vegeta is like, okay, me and Kakarot are gonna go and handle this, Trunks like, okay, I'm going with you. Vegeta's like to his son, you've got this girl here, to protect this son. You have this girl. And his statement causes the two of them, Trunks and Mai, to blush. And it's like, no, it's not like that, it's not that kind of relationship. So apparently they aren't a couple, at least not yet. Supposedly. We already know Kid Mai has a freaking crush on future Trunks. And before that, Kid Trunks. Yeah. So that was an awesome scene. Okay. Sorry about that. Video cut off. So Black goes, after seeing the Kid Blast, and confronts him. But before that, it's like, okay, who's going to fight Black first, as such? And Kakarot's like, okay, let's do Genki, the classical Saiyan hammer, scissors, paper. As they go, hammer, scissors. And yeah, Kakarot like scissors, and then Vegeta's like, rock, beat ya. So yeah, he beat Kakarot in the bloody hammer, scissors, paper, so he's up first to fight. Black shows up, and Vegeta charges to Super Saiyan Blue. And he goes, boom, relentless, and Black, just in his base form as usual, and Vegeta landing, punch, and kicks, and boom, hammering bloody Black, charge against the wall, as such. And Black's like, seeing like he can't fight back, he's just taking the blows left and right and forward. And yeah, so Vegeta's just relentless. He's not firing any key blasts at all, no. Just boom, a full out, close range assault. Which is a bit uncharacteristic like Vegeta, because he is more of a long range kind of attack. Yes, of course he fights close range, but he fires blasts. Kakarot is more of close range. Yeah, he has Kamehameha, in his arsenal, but nonetheless, Kakarot more close range. Vegeta is a long range kind of fighter. And the fact that he did fire any blast, that bewildered me. It's like, okay then. Anyway, so it gets to a point where Vegeta's like apparently gonna land the final blow. It's like, okay, I'll see you in hell! But that Black freaking bastard, all of a sudden, dirty move. A sword comes out of bloody nowhere from the bloody his hand. It's like movie 5, Cooler and Saucer. That sword that he used against Piccolo, and stabs Vegeta through the chest. Just like, no way. Staggers back, reverses the base, and falls to the ground. So he's incapacitated. Done. Perfect. The fight. Just a dirty move. And Trunks goes, check on his father. And thank God Vegeta, of course, is still alive. So next, Kakarot is up to fight to Super Saiyan Blue, and he goes, so actually no, before this, Black, oh god, talk about transformation after transformation. Black goes, actually calls it Super Saiyan Rose. Oh boy. So yeah, Super Saiyan Rose gets the upper hand on Vegeta, and then boom, stab him. Then he goes, "Oh, Vegeta, you're just like an appetizer to the main course, you know, warm up. But as a result, I'm even more powerful than I was before." I hate Black. Not for the fact that he likes stabbed Vegeta, but his tactics just plain dirty. Yeah? So anyway, Kakarot charges to Super Saiyan Blue, no mucking around, and he goes to take on Super Saiyan Rose Black. Clever pun or something on, you know, a black rose. And he gets his ass whooped. So yeah, okay, so Kakarot to the ground. Now, Super Saiyan Rose Black is charging a Dark Kamehameha. But before he launches it, it's like, "Wait please," a voice from the sky, you know, and descends from the fiery heavens. Shadowy figure, "You promised me that I get to finish Goku." Oh my goodness gracious me, it's none other than freaking Zamasu himself. How the hell is that even possible? He's not the present Zamasu. No, he's a future Zamasu. So yeah, that's the end of that episode. Next one, we have Vegeta setting up, so of course, not dead. It's Zamasu. What is going on here? But then he collapses. Oh! Trunks checks him, pulse and such, and like, he feels key. Just unconscious. No way is Vegeta kicking the bloody bucket that easily. He would either be shot through the heart with the chest, or blown up completely in order to kill Vegeta. Of course, get the head chopped off of it. Let's not get too graphic here. You get the picture. So yeah, Kakarot then takes on Zamasu. My goodness, Zamasu's bloody putting up a good fight. And that Black from out of nowhere tries to pull a fast one with the bloody sword of his. And Kakarot dodges it. And oh my god. Boy. Yeah. So, for bloody two bloody beings that say they're not allies, have common interests only, they bloody fight in sync. Like freaking Android 17 and 18 bloody future fight. That's what it reminds me of. This episode. My goodness. Definitely brought back the nostalgia. The fights, choreography was bloody spot on. Bloody spectacular. Animation wonky, mostly when just stand still. But when it came to the fight, ooh. Oh my god. Really blows you away. So, yeah, so Kakarot is up against the odds, 2 against 1, bloody dirty tactics. But then Trunks comes in and saves Kakarot with sword, blocks Black. And he takes on Black, boom, swinging with the sword. And they got to the point, he kicks Black into a wall. And then Kakarot, taking on Zamasu, kicks Zamasu into a freaking wall. So yeah. Trunks appears next to Kakarot, and Kakarot's like, these guys are too strong, you know, you sure you're ready for this? You sure you can handle it? Trunks is like, yeah, I can definitely handle it. Come on, let's do this. Then they switch. Trunks fights Zamasu, and Kakarot onto Kakarot. Kakarot. And Trunks, boom, slashing, bloody dashing, and Zamasu's like dodging, blocking. And then Trunks goes for a stab and stabs Zamasu through the abdomen. And Trunks thinks, yes, won this fight. Zamasu is like, pulls a blade out. Trunks like, how's that possible? Foolish human. I am a god and I'm also immortal. Immortal. My god. Zamasu is freaking immortal now? How's that bloody possible? Ooh, we'll find out later. The first canon villain to actually wish for immortality. Garlic Jr. does not count. The movie, non-canon, The Dead Zone, and that Garlic Jr. saga, filler. Nothing but anime filler. Okay? But Zamasu, it's definitely canon at this stage. So situation is really dire and critical. Both Kakarot and Trunks are up against the ropes. And Black, he fires another bloody Kamehameha, and Kakarot and Trunks, just as they're gonna bloody try to dodge, get the hell out of it, Zamasu appears behind them, grabs the two of them into like a bloody headlock thing, so they can't escape. And it's like, what the hell, you're gonna sacrifice yourself? Still didn't get it, he's bloody immortal. Like, launches the Kamehameha and bloody hits spot on! Zamasu, boom, unaffected. Kakarot and Trunks, boom, out of commission. They're done in this fight. But before that, okay, so the sword didn't work against Zamasu. This is another freaking blow away. Oh my god. Trunks spreads his arms out. It's like, final flash! Final flash! Vegeta's most powerful signature move. Goodness. Vegeta taught Trunks the move or something apparently. That's insane. But of course, Zamasu being immortal, no effect. So yeah, okay, so after the Kamehameha, they're on the ground. They're done. The fight's over. Zamasu's like, time to finish them off, I think. So they go into the sky, Zamasu in black, charging this bloody spear ball, like spirit ball kind of bloody size. The two of them, the bloody spear combines into one massive, it's like a bloody android's final attack, you know? And it's like, goodbye, Saiyans, this is the end. But from that nowhere, a blast! Boom! Cancels out the spear. And Black and Zamasu are just bloody stunned, bewildered, you know, wind. It's like, where the hell did that come from? I'll tell you where it came from. Vegeta! He gets up, somehow summons the strength, despite his wounds, and launches the final width of his energy, 200% final flash, to save both Vegeta collapses onto the ground unconscious again. And this time you have to be worried. It's like, oh my god, did he sacrifice himself? Is he really dead this time? Don't think so. But remember the bloody confusion, the cloud, the bloody smoke. Zamasu came black, they say, what the? Where have those two gone? They're gone! My god. Talk about using characters, nothing happens by accident or coincidence. Meeting up with the resistance before taking on black, instead of heading straight for black. They're saved. Kakarot Trunks are whisked out of the bloody battle area by frickin' Yajirobe. He gets the two of them and frickin' takes off. He hasn't done anything useful like that since he cut off Vegeta's tail in the Saiyan time, thus saving Kakarot's life from being bloody crushed by the hands of Great Ape Vegeta. Oh my god, Trunks, where's my father? You know, it's like, you only have two hands, I can only grab like two of you, there's not enough time. And then Black and Zamasu. Black is more annoying, I think. Zamasu is too, but it's like, oh, well, we can't finish those two for now. Then we'll have to turn our attention to the bloody one who bloody ruined our plans. So they're approaching Vegeta, who's of course still on the ground, unconscious. She's been keeping up, bloody watching everything, binoculars and such, and she sees. So yeah, Trunks is safe, thank God. But she gets the resistance as such, the resistance are there also behind her, and it's like they form a plan. No, they're not gonna let this slide, no. All of a sudden, fire! Boom! Smoke, freaking bloody blast or fucking gas as such. Just covers the whole area. And it's like, these pesky humans! What the hell? What's going on? So yes, cloud of smoke, confusion. She goes and retrieves Vegeta. And the resistance pretty much, boom, clear out. I knew I liked the skill. Oh my god. And this episode pretty much freaking adds, brave leader of a girl. And this is not the Might we freaking knew back in Dragon Ball, or of course in the present, you know. At least not yet, or need to be. Of course the rest of the peel-off gang wiped out at some point, so perhaps as a result, she just came all, her own, branched out. Because before she was just following, Emperor Pilaf, and not really much her own character or woman. And then of course she's got, future Trunks influence, and, she pretty much became part of his family, and traits get adopted and whatnot. So yeah. Anyway, so they get back to a secluded spot area, and Zamasu Black, after the smoke clears, now he's gone too. What? Pesky humans. They try to sense, trying to pick up the Saiyan's faint energy, But because it's mixed up, bloody mingled with the humans, it's near impossible to sense it. So Black is frustrated, and the Muscle's like, don't worry, they'll come to us, then we'll destroy them. We'll just terrorize this planet more in the meantime. Trunks, he regains consciousness. Kakarot, he's passed out. Of course, Vegeta's incapacitated, So she gets the capsule. Boom, open it up. The time machine. She places Kakarot, Vegeta into it. And then Trunks, she's in the middle as such. And then Mai jumps in and she like sets the coordinates, you know, for present day Earth. She jumps out. And then the bloody lid closes and, you know, Trunks is like, Mai, no, come with us, you know, I don't want to lose you again, you know, as such. And then Mai, she doesn't say anything, she's just smiling. Her place is with the resistance. She is the leader of the resistance, you know. Everyone looks up to her as such, especially when Trunks isn't there. She can't just up and about abandon them in their most you know, time of need and such. Gotta admire the girl even more. She's incredible. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody pretty much have respect for her, like Bulma. Is second to Bulma in a way. Oh. So yeah. Time capsule goes up into the sky, and yeah, because of the bloody time moving thing, Black picks up the signature energy. It's like, there! Black, instant transmission. Bloody, that's what I forgot to mention. Black knows instant transmission. Don't know if he bloody learned it when he bloody scuffled with Kakarot before, you know, picked up his powers, you know, not just fighting techniques. You know. And Zamasu trying to fly, but by the time they get there, boom, time capsule vanishes. Damn, not again. Zamasu's like, patience, you know. They'll come back, and when they do, then we will destroy them. Okay. The time capsule, whoa. So, Kid Trunks relaxing, you know, and then he sees, oh, time capsule returns and jumps. And the bloody time capsule tips onto the side, and then Vegeta falls out, Kakarot falls out, Trunks falls out. Kid Trunks, he goes to his father and he's like, my God, shut. Vegeta's got bloody gashing, bloody wound, stab wound there. Bulma bloody shows up and she sees Vegeta and she's like, ah! Freaked out of her mind. Seeing your husband bloody laying like that and everyone knocked out of commission. Now we cut to the present Zamasu. Oh God. Gowasu, the bloody his master mentor is watching freaking Kami Tube or something. Bloody the time Kakarot fought against Pit in the bloody Universe 6 tournament. It's like, how? Who filmed that? Like, automatically godly filming? Godly filming, oh my God. Anyway, then, you know, Kakarot's Super Saiyan Blue, and then Zamasu, what? He has godly ki? What the hell? How can he tell he has godly ki with the Super Saiyan Blue? Can he sense ki through the bloody television or something? Oh boy. Look at Toriyama's running gags. Anyway, so keep watching and he sees his spirits. Of course, and none other than the Super Dragon Balls, and Gowasu foolishly explains this and such, and it's like, they have the power to grant any wish as such. Zamasu is intrigued. He's like, is that a fact? And he leaves. And he appears in the bloody, what's his name now? Not Zeno. Zuno, the one that's all-knowing. He's going to appear to him, and he's going to demand, tell me everything you know about the Super Dragon Balls or something. And apparently he's going to inquire about Kakarot or something, which is weird. So, well, he's all-knowing, and he has 3 questions. But I don't think he's going to bloody ask them conventionally, if you know my meaning. Anyway, that's it. Next week, Vegeta, of course, is alive. Everyone is alive via the sensor beams. Whis shows up. Supreme Kai shows up. And apparently they have some answers of what's going on, especially when they hear everything that transpired in the future. They inform that Zamasu was in fact gathering the Super Dragon Balls. What the hell? Universe 6 and Universe 7, he's bloody going through that quickly and he's got them. And he's like making a wish. Like, okay, he has the instant transmission. But still, a time paradox is going to be created. He's going to get immortality himself. Present Zamasu, future Zamasu, immortality. How are they going to stop this guy? It's not like Gala Jr. with the dead zone opening up. You could just suck him through a portal. Unless they can still trap him in the device, outsmart him. They can't overpower him, they have to outsmart him. And Vegeta could come into play because that's his forte in there. Trap him in a device or some sort of sword, even Future Trunks sword, you know? But the problem is there are two of them. Are they going to do it once and twice? Now the reason being is that Zamasu Takai, even though become a Makai machine because he turned to the dark side, the story of Aldekai, he got trapped in the Z-Sword, and who trapped him in the Z-Sword? Beerus. None other than Beerus himself, the god of destruction. So it's possible. But there are two, so they're going to perform it twice, or, because of this time paradox, the timelines are going to come together into some massive loophole. The two Zamasus encounter each other. You have immortality, you have immortality. Okay. Earrings. One on one side and then put one on the other side. Fuse! Two immortal Zamasus could potentially fuse into one. Oh my god, that's gonna be such a nightmare of epic proportions. So if you think, like me, Super was getting dull before, now it's picking up. Now it's in nostalgia and bloody taken to 110%. They do fuse into one if that happens. Okay, yes, trap him. You can trap him in some sort of device. And Black you can just defeat, normally. He doesn't have immortality. Unless Black is some sort of... Defeat Black, you defeat Zamasu because he splits his power, but he still has immortality, so... Don't know. Now Kakarot, oh god. So the Dark made him be like a superhero. Now, no offense to Kakarot Tarts or whatever who may be watching this, he is even a bigger moron than before. Sorry to say it, because the first thing he does when he recovers via the sensor beams, he goes, okay, come on, Vegeta, Trunks, let's go back into the future and let's fight him again. What the hell? Fight him again without no plan? My goodness. I don't think you'll see Vegeta bloody doing that. Vegeta has his pride. He's a warrior. He's a Saiyan, elite as such, fighting. But he's not going to go back there unless there's a plan B, formulate some sort of plan of an action. Because Vegeta is not a moron. Yeah. Trying to bloody give Vegeta a brief good stab is like the appetizer or whatever, he's out. And what does he do in this episode, huh? He saves Kakarot's ass! Stab wound in the vent, he gets up and fires a final bloody flash, most powerful attack. He had that much energy, reserve, that much willpower. Pride! True pride! Kakarot shot through the chest in Resurrection F, out of commission until you got a bloody sensor beam. So yeah, what I think might happen is train. So be a train. Either Vegeta and Trunks go back into the hyperbolic time chamber, or Trunks in fact trains under Whis because he has Super Saiyan 2. Apparently Super Saiyan 2 is almost as powerful as Super Saiyan 3, similar to how Vegeta's Furious mutation was. And he may in fact unlock a godly form in his own right, being a half-breed or whatnot. Won't be blue. In fact, could very much be Super Saiyan White. Apparently Toriyama was saving that form for someone special, and there you go. If it is in fact given to Trunks, it may actually explain why his hair has been retconned into blue. Yes, even flashbacks as a kid, supposed to be around the present King Trunks age, blue hair. He's always had blue hair now, okay? So, they make it white. That negates the fact that before he had this whitish, lavender kind of coloured hair. And maybe the reason they retconned his hair to be blue, so as to when he transforms into godly form, he in fact will have white hair. Like I said, it's a muscle. The only way I can think they could possibly beat him, to trap him like the other guy was trapped in the Z-Sword, you know? Whether Beerus himself does it or someone else. Outsmart rather than overpower. Vegeta can come in that regard, and yeah, they could utilize the resistance some more when they go back into the future, form a plan where everyone is involved. Nothing happens by accident or coincidence. There's always a reason behind everything. And this episode 57 Super, 56, 57 pretty much demonstrate that. There you have it. So I give this episode 9 out of 10. Only for the fact that Vegeta was incapacitated, he couldn't fight as such. But he did get a shot in. He did get a shot into those two Malakis. Well, I say that's it for my review. May or may not review next week or whatever. Not making any promises, okay? May just review when they go back into the future or when things go down once again. Because I think right now it's going quite. This may be the longest arc since a long time. A long time. Finally, Super bringing in the Z nostalgia. Until next time, this has been the Iron Prince. Keep on training!